a little that is pressing charges against me because she is crying because she got hit with a hamburger.
Hey, it's gonna get ugly if you don't stop.
Can I please say one thing?
Come talk to me real quick.
It's not real quick. You'll have to come inside.
If you've been following my channel, you've seen that criminals come in various forms, shapes, and sizes. But mostly, it's young or middle-aged people who get in trouble, and that's somewhat expected. What's not expected is to see elderly people committing crimes, especially the ladies. And today we have a fresh lineup of grannies getting roughed up by the police. Some of them are obnoxious, others are cute and frail, but nonetheless, we expect the law to be equal for all. Let's see what made these grannies break the law, and if the law won in the end.
Did you get her ID yet, Dane? No.
Okay.
Do you have your ID?
All day,
do you have your ID? Right now you're detained. You're not going anywhere. Let me see your ID, please.
I'm not talking to you guys.
All right. Okay, you're under arrest.
Fine.
Put your hand behind back.
Fine.
Whoa, that escalated quickly. Entitled grandmas can be really hard to handle, especially when they're hangry. At that point, your best bet is to get out of their way. But for one Wendy's employee, that was practically impossible. She ended up on the receiving end of the most unlikely attack. So let's go back a little to the time when this officer arrived at the scene.
What you got so far, Dane?
It's cussing?
Yeah, that's cussing.
Okay, she's a vagina.
No,
Is
but
that
when I
better?
pulled up, you said this, something like that.
Roll your window up. Stop. This is mine. Stop.
You good? I'm gonna see what happened with them real quick.
Yeah, she's lying.
Can we step in here and talk away from them real quick?
Officer, do I need to stick around? I was just right behind her when I seen her throw the...
Oh, so you, yeah. Well, just real quick, if you just want to, if you gotta go, you want to tell me what?
I gotta go nowhere.
Okay. So what all started?
She was walking around the building, like knocking on the windows, which our lobby's closed.
Okay.
And so when we didn't go and open the doors for her because the lobby's closed, she walked around into the drive-thru, and she was leaning over some other person's car. And so I was opening the window to tell her, like, hey, you can't be walking through the drive-thru, it's a safety hazard. And then she started talking about how her order was wrong. I was like, okay, I apologize, if you go through the drive-thru, we can fix it for you, but you can't be standing in the drive-thru. And that's when she threw her sandwich at my face.
Okay, I've seen angry people throw all kinds of stuff at other people, but when you're an entitled grandma and you're caught in a spot, I guess you just throw anything that's at your disposal. And in that moment, the weapon of choice was the hamburger sitting in her hand.
Okay. It hit you in the face?
Yes, it hit me square in the face.
Okay.
And there was customers behind her who saw it. I don't know if they're still here because they're still
I was right behind her.
Okay. You saw her chuck it.
I saw her. Yeah, it's totally disrespectful. Not everybody's perfect.
Right, I got you.
Right.
And
And
stuff,
then
but
after she did that, she started tearing the stuff off the windows and stuff.
Okay.
oh, I don't
What
know.
all did she tear off the window?
It's laying right there. Their little advertisements. They're still laying on the sidewalk.
Okay. Did she damage them or just pull them down?
I don't know if she ripped them or not.
Okay.
For the life of me, I couldn't find out if it was actually a sandwich or a hamburger, but I guess it doesn't matter. Assault is assault, whether you're using a sandwich, a hamburger, or a shoe.
Are you on to proceed with any charges as possible, or what do you guys want to see?
That's a you question because she
Yeah,
assaulted
because
you.
that's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I understand you're mad that your order's wrong, but everyone has to wait in the line. Like,
Okay.
I can't just prioritize people if they're walking through the drive-thru and screaming.
Okay. No, I got you. So, all right.
I just witnessed the assault.
No, I got you.
After he gets the story from the witnesses, the officer goes outside and talks to his colleagues. They agree that there's enough probable cause for several charges, like destruction of property, so they go ahead and arrest the grandma. At one point, Grandpa is also close to being arrested.
Fine. You want to arrest
You come
me?
out of that car. Car, your go-to. Get back in there. You're going to go to jail. Get back in there.
You can take me to jail.
You step out of that car, I'm taking you to jail.
Marlon, don't.
Get in that car.
No.
Now.
Get back in the car.
I'll
Let him take me to
Female
jail.
21. Get in that car now.
Let him
Shut the
take
car
me
and
to
I'll talk to you in
jail.
a second. You give me the eve all you want, but I'm not
You
putting up
clock
with nonsense.
him, you'll get charges pressed against you.
I'm sorry?
If you clock him, you'll
on,
get
ma'am.
charges pressed against you for hitting.
Right back here to this cruiser.
Lucky for him, Grandpa listens to Grandma and gets back in the car. She's obviously a very angry person, and she has some choice words for the person that called the cops on her.
Over chicken nuggets. Pussy. I will find out who that is.
Have a seat.
Who is?
That little that is pressing charges against me because she is crying because she got hit with a hamburger.
That's assault.
Yeah. How old are you?
Oh,
You should know
yeah.
better than to throw sandwiches in
I'm not
people's
telling
faces.
you.
Okay. Hop in the car.
I'm not telling you my name. I'm not telling
Okay, that's just another charge. If you don't want to identify yourself, you can sit in jail until we identify you. Last chance.
How am I supposed to get in here?
Last chance. What's your social? Last chance. What's your social, ma'am? Or you're getting an additional charge.
Go ahead. Charge me all you want.
Okay.
Karens come in all shapes, sizes, and apparently ages, and they all have the same traits: entitlement, anger, and utter disregard for other people. The only good thing she did was to not resist and sit relatively calmly in the police cruiser. But the bad thing is that her behavior seems to have rubbed off on her husband, as he refused to identify himself and refused to exit the vehicle when instructed. So this happened.
1214 signal 7.
Get out of that car. Stop. Get out of the car.
You're gonna come in circles, you dumb
Put
fuck.
your arm back
Put
behind
your
you.
arm behind your back.
Put your arm behind your back.
My shoulders are bad.
Put your arm behind your back.
Give me this arm
I
now.
can't. You're on it.
Sit up. I got cuffs on. Her already.
Oh, did you really pull a gun?
Not a gun.
Taser. You get a hold of my daughter, she'll come and get the kid.
Yeah, you probably heard kids screaming for their grandpa and their mom. Don't worry, they calmed down quickly. The officer asked one of the kids to call their mom, then spoke to her on the phone explaining the situation and asking her to come pick up the kids. In the meantime, Grandma wasn't paying attention to what was going on with her grandchildren. The only one she thought of was, you guessed it, herself.
You're suffocating me in here. I have a heart condition.
Okay.
And it's hot.
Take this guy to jail real quick.
You are not leaving here
The
until
air-
your daughter picks up her kid.
I already spoke with your daughter. She's on her way from ma'am. There we go. That way I can talk to you. Okay. Sure, you guys had to witness everything here today, okay? That's none of this is your. Don't even think anything's. You guys didn't do anything wrong. You just happened to witness it. My good buddy Deputy Boyd here
They might be a little hot, so be careful.
has got you guys some nuggets, and your mom's on her way, okay? If you need anything, you just holler out here at one of us, because we got to try to get everything else going on, okay? Papa's back here for a minute, okay? So is Mamo. Mamo, they're fine, okay?
Kudos to the officers for tending to the kids and making sure they're not scared. The way the grandparents behaved is bad enough, but to do it in front of your grandchildren is even worse. First of all, you traumatize them for no reason at all, and you also set a bad example. Now what I want to see is the parents' reaction. Will the parents stand up in Grandma's defense, or will they reprimand her for her obnoxious behavior? Let's see.
How you doing, sir? Are you picking up the boys, or are you just...
Yes, I'm their son.
Okay.
What was going on?
So we got called up here for a disorderly. They went through the drive-through. Something was wrong with the sandwich or the order. There was a line. So I guess it's your mother that was in the car. She walked up to the window, like leaning over another car that was already at the window. Was telling them about the order. They said, it's fine, you'll have to go back through. Well, your mom hit the girl in the face with the sandwich. So...
Okay, it's okay.
So we got called. She was not very nice. She was not cooperating in anything. So she's under arrest. She's going to jail. Dad jumped out of the car for a minute. We got him back in, and he wasn't cooperating, anything like that. So the other officers already got him. So he's gone. And I hate that it had to happen in front of them, but that's why we made sure we had a deputy, somebody sitting here with her. She doesn't cooperate at all. She won't tell me her name or anything. So she's just, unfortunately, she's already got another charge. So we're beyond that. So if she IDs herself at the jail, that's fine. But if she doesn't, she'll sit in there until they run her fingerprints.
Mom then asks if she can talk to her for a minute, and the officer obliges.
So,
Over here.
They can't detain me like this.
Okay, you have to cooperate. Because the quickest way they can get you out is by clicking you go.
I don't have to tell them anything.
I get that, but you need to tell them your name, please. You need to ID yourself. So that way I can go in and get you back out.
They pulled Dad out of the car and threw him on the ground. They probably up his shoulder. Because they put him in handcuffs behind his back like they did me. And it's hurting my arms. Can you imagine what it's doing to him?
That, if you can't.
that's why
He has two
the
bad
officer
shoulders.
already got him up there. I guarantee he's already out of handcuffs.
By now, he should be out of handcuffs.
So-
Dad will be fine. I will
So I
pay
was
for his medical bills to fix
we gotta
it.
do.
I don't know.
It's Dana Craig.
Right? Is that all you need?
What's your social? Tell me your,
D-E-N-A.
ma'am. Tell me your social, please.
This is such bullshit. All they had to do
What's your phone
is
number?
make
You're gonna get more
my
charges.
What's your phone
and it's
number,
gonna cost
Miss
me more
Craig?
money to get you out. So chill out.
What's your phone number, Miss Craig?
And tell me why you need that.
Oh my God. This is like talking to one of those psychopaths who always need to feel like they're in charge. And it's ludicrous that the grandparents here need to be parented by their children. It's like the daughter-in-law is the parent who's disciplining their bratty child. And this mom is about to lose her patience.
It's for the paperwork that I have to give you here after a while.
You don't fill out the paperwork, I can't get you out.
You couldn't get it?
I didn't
You're
go
gonna
through.
catch more charges. Stop.
I didn't go through your phone.
You've already got 2.
I had your grandson call his mother. That's the only thing I touched your phone for. So, and then just verify your address, please.
Stop, because you're gonna catch
Yeah,
more charges
so-
and it's gonna cost me more money. I don't even have money for this.
care.
You don't care.
Shut up.
Okay.
They can just leave me in jail.
Oh, Jesus
All right,
Christ.
we'll shut this and then we'll talk about the van
Okay.
real quick. So,
You're traumatizing my kids, dude.
Yeah, let's hope the kids forget this ever happened. As for the bratty grandparents, Marlon Craig got charged with obstructing official business and resisting arrest. He was out on a $625 bond. On the other hand, Grandma was charged with obstructing official business, criminal damaging, endangering, and assault. They both pleaded not guilty, and the case is still in court. Somehow I suspect that they didn't get to hang out with the grandkids for some time after the ordeal. What do you think? When officers responded to a 911 call about a neighbor assaulting an elderly woman by spraying her with water using a garden hose, they probably expected to find the little old lady and her mean neighbor. But the joke was on them because this grandma was actually the villain.
Think I have a gun?
No, I'm not saying that, but that's just what we do per policy. So hold on. Come talk to me real quick.
It's not real quick. You have to come inside.
So what's going on today?
Well, come in and I'll talk to you.
What's wrong with talking out here?
I want to talk inside. What do you think
Is there-
I am, a criminal?
Is there anyone inside the house?
No, there's nobody in there. See, he's put the hose on me twice for no reason. And I have a restraining order from the judge.
See this?
Would you come in, please?
Wow, this granny is just obnoxious right from the start. The way she keeps yelling at the cops, how she swindles them into going inside, and how she responds even before they finish their question just shows that she likes to be in charge. No, she has to be in charge. And why would she take them inside the house? Is it because she didn't want the neighbors to hear what she had to say? We'll see soon enough. Just pay attention to her body language as she sits down on the sofa.
Can we turn the TV down a little? It's hard to hear you.
Sit down. I'm not a criminal.
I understand that. I'm just going to stay standing, okay? So what's going on today?
What's going on? He put the hose on me.
So start from the beginning. What
I went
happened?
back on the side to check my air conditioning. I was looking back on my property. I didn't say a word. Then it goes like this and he puts the hose on me. I didn't say anything to him.
So he just sprayed you with the hose?
Twice.
Did he say anything to you?
He just started spraying for no reason.
So he didn't say anything to you? He just started
No,
spraying?
he did it, yeah.
Okay.
And he's gonna keep doing it. And they're gonna keep doing it. So what do I do about it? Nothing. Until I get a stick or something and knock it over his head, or he gets a stick and knocks it over my head.
So we don't want that to happen to either of you.
They want. Look, I'm by myself, and that's why they do it.
Okay.
What are you gonna do about it?
So do you have your ID with you?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I look at that for a minute?
The other one started with me too. The other one, when I went back, the same thing. They both do it.
So let's analyze this situation for a moment. The way this grandma acts is not victim-like at all. The way she walks, the way she talks, the way she sits on that couch and spreads her arms. That's called claiming space around you, and it's something a dominant person does. And even her story sounds suspicious. But let's be fair. It might just be that this is a tough granny with some really bad neighbors, and the accusations just keep piling up.
And then he came on my property. They're not supposed to come on my property. I sick the dogs on me.
He has dogs?
Yeah, they do have both dogs. They're terrible people.
Okay.
Well, when is this gonna end? Until something happens?
No, we're gonna figure something out, okay?
No, we're not figuring. We're going to court.
Do you have a more recent one? Because this one's
No,
expired.
I know that. They don't come over and say, how you doing? What happened? They don't care about it.
And are they?
They're animals. No, they're animals. Except for one is not so bad.
Okay.
No, they're animals there.
Do you
They're
have
animals.
any issues with any of the other neighbors?
No, not at all.
Okay. So here's your ID. Do you mind showing me where in the backyard they sprayed you?
Yeah,
And what time did this happen?
just happened like about 15 minutes ago.
15 minutes ago?
Well, can I take it to court or is it not permissible?
So let's see where they sprayed you
Yeah.
first.
Bastard. Oh, they're gonna say all kinds of things. You know that. You know that. They're gonna
Okay.
say all kinds of things. Why don't you listen to me?
We are. That's why I'm asking you to show me where
All
they
right.
sprayed you to see if there's
They
any.
keep saying the same thing. Go back to New York. Go back to New York. With the goddamn tattoos all over them.
Now, this last portion of the conversation was crucial. Like true detectives, we need to pay attention to both the important things and the subtle things. Other than the fact that this granny does not like tattoos, we also found out that the incident happened just 15 minutes ago. And if you picked up on it, when the officer asked to confirm that time, the granny just switched to the subject of going to court. That is also a potential red flag. The next red flag is how she subtly said that the neighbors were going to say all kinds of things. Also, notice the weather outside, because that's important too, as her story is about to start unraveling.
She goes, what are you looking? Is this normal? Is this normal for people to act like this?
So let's go back inside and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Did you change your clothes after you got sprayed, or what happened with that?
What?
Did you
I'm
change
sick
your clothes?
now.
No, did you change your clothes after you got sprayed with water?
No.
No?
Why? What, you want to take it?
What? No, what area did they spray you
The whole
on?
thing, and then he did it again the second time.
And you said it was about 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, about 15. I can't put it. But what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
So, the only thing I'm noticing is your clothes looks
Let's see.
dry, and I didn't see any water on the floor by your air conditioner.
I'm telling you, he did it.
So, I'm not saying that it didn't
Come on
happen.
in. Not bad. You can't touch anybody. You can't do it. You can't defend yourself.
It's funny how this grandma calls out her neighbors for how they act, yet she's the one behaving like a cave troll. And props to these cops for seeing right through her made-up story. Have you noticed how she has the need to dictate what happens? When the cops said, "Let's go inside," she stopped and talked, and then she was the one to call them in. These subtle clues can reveal someone's inner psyche. The granny continues spinning her story, regardless of the fact that the evidence points to the contrary.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go talk to the neighbors.
Are you gonna listen to them? And you wanna know something?
So-
You believe them. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be impartial.
So let me finish my investigation. Let me go talk to them, get their side of the story.
There's
and
no
then,
side of the
and then
story.
I'll come back and talk to you, okay?
Yeah, there's no side of the story.
So if something happens, there's always two sides. There's the victim and there's
I'm the victim.
I understand.
I'm the victim.
I understand.
When are you gonna get it through your
So
head?
I'm not arguing with you about
I'm
this.
the victim.
I understand, but in order to do
One
it-
time I want to tell you.
in order to do a
I
thorough-
want to tell you as
do you
an
want our
example.
help? Would you like our help?
Yes,
Okay.
I do want
Okay,
your
so
help. Why
listen
don't you
to
bring
me.
a
Listen
captain?
to me, please. Okay?
Well, I'm a little upset.
So I spoke to the victim. Let me go speak to the suspect. Okay? Once I get both sides of the story, I'll come back and talk to you and let you know what we're gonna do, okay?
There are so many suspicious things going on here. First, she gave them an expired restraining order, then there was no water anywhere, and it was not even a sunny day, and her clothes were dry. Nothing adds up. So let's see what the neighbors have to say.
Police department. Hello. I'm Officer Cantrell with the Rio Rancho Police Department. What's going on today?
Not much, just hanging out, having a nice day out in the backyard, and
Okay.
the neighbor was like standing there just staring, and the dogs were barking. So we asked, like, "Can we help you?" And she stood there, leaning on the fence, and she was like this.
Over our fence.
I said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. Can I help you?" And she goes, "I'm not talking to you, you and points at her. And the little kid out there, and the other kids like drawing with chalk on the back porch, and we're like, dude, no. And she just started cursing and yelling. She had did that to us previously, and she told me, she's like, let's just go inside. And I was like, but dude, she just came up and started talking trash.
Yeah.
Like
It's
literally
not
leaning
worth it.
over
It's
our
not.
fence,
Yeah,
stares at my kids.
it's
like,
not worth it. So we went inside. So this time she started swearing and calling her a bunch of foul names in front of the kids, and I was like, dude, no, absolutely not. You're leaning over our fence. We're
I'm telling her
trying
to
to
leave,
be
she
like, can we help you? There's nothing to see back there. There's no view. There's a big tree right there. Like, you're staring at us. Like, if you think we're so trashy, like.
So, what does your gut feeling tell you? Who's telling the truth? These guys don't seem threatening at all. Their demeanor is calm, and there isn't an ounce of aggression. If I were in that situation, and she insulted my wife in front of my children, I would have hosed her down myself. Twice. But let's not go there. We don't condone any type of violence on this channel. And to be fair, these guys could be lying too. At this point, it's Granny's word against theirs. So let's see if they have any proof that what they're saying is true.
After that, I just quit. I came out, we were gonna go for a cruise out in the Mesa, and I was putting the baby's car seat in, and I have a video of the next interaction I had with her. And she comes out and she's like, garbage, you trash, you spotted dog.
Just swearing at you guys.
Yeah, she just attacked us.
You're just trash. You're a piece, and she's a whore. So I have a video.
You have video? Can we see that? If
I
you don't
have a
mind?
video too where she's saying, I am threatening you.
And this was from today?
Yes.
Yeah, from like 20 minutes ago. That's why I was like, the very, very first time.
Go back inside your house.
Okay,
Go back inside your house. Go inside your house.
The man shows the officers the video and explains what's going on. Then his girlfriend appears with her phone and her own video footage. She says the hosing down never happened, and the officer agrees. The granny was openly threatening them and revealing her true self, turning from a victim to a neighbor from hell. The officer instructed them to call the police if she continued harassing them, but that's not all. This granny needs to learn a lesson.
So what we're going to do at this time, since you guys do have the video of her cursing and yelling in front of the kids, we're going to summons her for disorderly conduct.
Okay.
So she's going to have to go to court and answer for that, okay? Now, if in the meantime anything erupts or she starts getting violent with you, call us, okay?
Okay.
Because we would much rather have you guys call us and she's out there screaming than anything physical to happen between you guys, okay?
Yeah.
So we are gonna issue her a criminal summons. That way she does have to show up for court and answer to it.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good. I can already hear the fireworks the moment they tell her she has to go to court. The only question is, how will the officers give her the message? Will they have the brass to tell her the way things are, or will they dilly-dally around the issue?
Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna receive some paper in the mail, okay?
Yes.
You're gonna have to go to court.
Yeah, we can court, right?
Yes.
Alright.
So
I will.
you'll be going to court, okay? So make
Now
sure.
it's against
Tell the judge.
them, they're the defendants, right?
So that's for the judge. to
Yeah, we're
determine
gonna figure it out at the court.
the civil
When
court.
is it gonna stop with them? Until somebody gets hurt?
I don't know, but I recommend don't go out there and yell profanities and scream in front of little children, okay? Because that's not proper conduct.
You wanna know something? He started with me. He started
It
with me.
doesn't matter who started.
You need to be the bigger person. Just come inside. You can call
I
us.
had to be straight and not say anything and defend myself.
We're gonna go ahead and
and
we'll go to
figure
court.
this out. Okay, that's what everybody's happy. We're gonna go to court.
Who's gonna be
We're
the
let the
defendant?
judge.
You're going to be a defendant, okay?
I'm the defendant. Why?
Because you're out there screaming profanities.
Because remember we talked about videos of 2 people versus 1 when we watched.
No, forget about it. Then go.
Okay.
Go. Don't write up anything.
You're gonna go to court, okay? So don't miss court, because if you miss court, you'll get a warrant, okay?
But wait a minute. Who's the defendant?
You are.
Oh, that is so satisfying. It feels like justice, doesn't it? Especially because she was the one who called the cops in the first place. But it backfired. Well, the granny from hell doesn't seem to like it as much, as she keeps screaming at the cops as they leave. But not before she attempts to get out of the situation one last time.
So you don't have wet clothes, your yard's not wet, there's no evidence of any of that, okay? So, but there is evidence of you out there screaming profanities and racial slurs, which you're in public, there's plenty of children out, their children are out, and you're disturbing the public.
You know something?
So that's considered disorderly conduct.
Wait a minute. Why does this have to be like this? Forget about it.
Because you were yelling at them.
Because they sprayed on me.
If that happens again, go inside your house.
No, I don't want you to do any cases. Forget it.
Okay.
Don't forget it.
Just keep your
Don't miss court, okay?
Have a nice day.
I'm not gonna go. I'm not going.
Oh, then you get a warrant, so I advise against that.
Why am I the defendant? Why am I the defendant?
This granny really has some nerve. After arguing some more, she even asked the cops to come back again, probably to try and persuade them not to file any charges. Man, I'm sick of people like this. I hope she fails to appear in court and gets arrested. Maybe that'll knock some sense into her, although that's highly doubtful. We are talking about a Karen after all. After the angry granny who yells profanities in front of little children, it's time to do the proverbial U-turn and experience something completely different. And by completely different, I mean just that, because the grannies in this video are the exact opposite. These little old ladies are just trying to do a good deed, and they're completely oblivious to the fact that they're actually breaking the law. Or are they?
Good morning.
G350, green in color.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. All right. What question? What are you doing?
Trying to trap some cats.
Okay. All right. We got a call that somebody was out here feeding the cats and stuff like that. So
I'm trying to trap them.
Okay. You have your driver's license with you, man?
Yeah.
Where do you take them once you trap them?
Okay. Wait a minute. I got 3. Y'all have 3 cop cars because I'm feeding cats.
No, we always do this. It's
That's
fine.
unbelievable.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, give me just a second, Miss Elsie.
Okay.
Well, having 3 squad cars on the scene of cat feeding is indeed ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, that's taxpayer dollars not well spent. Shouldn't they be out there catching real criminals? Maybe they just wanted a breath of fresh air in the park and decided to harass itty-bitty old ladies who were trying to do the community a service. At least this cop does something useful and calls in a rookie so he can teach him the tools of the trade.
Why don't you come up here and learn how to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Better yet, why don't you go tell her to get back on? And don't come back. Okay.
You're formally trespassed from this area right here, so if you come back and we catch you out here, you go to jail for criminal trespass third.
This is public property.
City
Public
property.
This is city
there's
property.
No, it's public,
Yes, ma'am.
which makes it public.
And the city does not want anybody feeding the animals around here because they're becoming a nuisance.
I'm trying to help that nuisance by catching them. I mean,
Okay.
they should be thanking me. I've got a trap set right there trying to help catch them and get them out of here.
The animal control officer that's certified for that.
I know that, and Terrence knows that I try to help him catch them.
We're telling you no.
Okay, the trespass stands. Don't be around here trapping them anymore, okay?
Now you'd think that was the end of it, right? I mean, it's not like these ladies were trapping wild animals or even feeding them. In fact, if the food was in the trap, then there's no feeding going on at all. But some cops are stubborn, and let's leave it at that. But the problem was, these grannies couldn't leave it. This was their mission, and they were not about to call it quits.
What are we doing?
For 939. I'm going to see if I was okay.
Well, man, we told you to leave this area. Well,
1028 returns to Beverly
you leave now. We're teetering on going to jail.
Camry, gray in color. Current 29 negative. I'm teetering on going to jail for feeding cats.
Well, for trespassing, we told you to leave and you haven't left. I could take you to jail now. I'm not trying to do that. Ma'am, do you have your driver's license with you?
Yeah. I mean, we're trying to do a good thing.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't. I don't understand. We're trying to help.
Okay, I love how these grannies are committed to their mission, but being a retired detective, I have to say that the officers were just doing their jobs. The elderly lady was told repeatedly that she was about to go to jail, but she just did nothing about it. And even though they had good intentions, that doesn't change the fact that they were trespassing, violating the law, and being persistent in doing so. To make things worse, the granny that just arrived already had her run-in with the law, and these cops have run out of patience.
You want to handle her? I mean, she's still not leaving. If you want to take her to jail too, go for it. All right, Ms. Roberts? Okay. Apparently, they've had an issue with you out here before with the cats.
Not here.
Feeding the cats out here, right?
Well, I feed them. We've been trying to trap them, and we get them neutered, and then get them homes.
Okay.
So we're trying to do the city a favor.
Okay, well, the city has asked you multiple times.
The city?
Yes, ma'am. Not to do this.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and they have trespassed you. Okay, and now you're trespassing.
I'm sitting in my car. I'm not.
Well, you're on you're on the property. You've got cat food. Okay, it's pretty. I mean, all in the back seat. It's pretty clear what your intent is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So because you've been trespassed and you have returned yet again, we're gonna have to take you to jail. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
No.
You can go too.
I'm just.
No.
So I'm not allowed to talk?
No, that doesn't involve you. You've been told at least 25 minutes ago that you were trespassing here.
I will call a lawyer. Right?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine. You can call a lawyer as soon as you get to the jail. Okay.
As soon as I
Go ahead and
get
get in
to
your
jail.
car.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and get in your car. Go ahead and get in your car.
Ma'am, go to your car before you get arrested.
I guess you want it to.
No, I just wanted to say something.
Okay, get in your car.
Go ahead and get in your car.
Get in your car.
I love how this old lady's playing cute until she realizes the game is over. But there's some fight left in her still.
All right, Miss Roberts. I'm gonna have to get you to step out. Okay.
I'd be trespassing if I did.
Well, ma'am, you're already trespassing.
You all are unbelievable. This is what you're wasting city gas on.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Where are you going?
I'm going to give her my car keys so she can get my car to my
Here,
house.
give it to that officer right there. He'll hand them to her.
Hey, it's gonna get ugly if you don't stop.
Can I please say one thing?
Okay. Now you just got another charge. Congratulations.
The reason why this old lady is so feisty is that she's Beverly Roberts, a retired U.S. Army veteran. Supposedly, she also has a degree in criminal justice and has worked in the prison system for years.
Can I get my car off
No,
the
ma'am.
road?
You just threw those keys at an officer. You're not getting anything.
Ma'am,
Stop. Come on now. You're 84-year-old. You are way too old to be acting like this. Come on now.
Listen, I want my purse. I want my purse, my identification. You can't take me without my purse. You understand? You cannot take me without my purse.
Go ahead and step in for me.
Close my car door,
Ma'am,
please.
we're going to get all your stuff. Just step in for me.
Even though these cops did it by the book, it's just sad that the ones actually doing something productive got punished in the end. However, if we allowed everyone to go free after repeatedly committing even minor offenses, pretty soon there would be chaos. So this turned out to be a real conundrum, and I'd appreciate hearing your thoughts in the comments below. In the end, these old ladies' escapades brought them 10 days in jail, 2 years of unsupervised probation, and a $100 fine on top of all the court costs. Luckily for them, the jail sentence was suspended, so they didn't have to spend any time behind bars. Roberts later said that she wasn't the first person in Wetumpka to feed cats, but she was the first one who got caught. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and keep on the lookout for the next video.